Toddler. Oh, wait. First of all, he's not a toddler. Let me get that straight. Y'all might hear my son in the background. So let's get into some situations about hair. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. When y'all come in, hopefully y'all watch the replay, chat, because I'm gonna leave it up. So this is my towel cap. I know it look real crazy because I got my hair in clips. Y'all will see it though. So I'm supposed to put this on, and I use it for deep conditioning. So this is my big jumbo cap, because my son put a hole in my other one. So I use this towel cap to let my deep conditioner marinate. I don't have deep conditioner in now, but I also use this to keep my hair warm if I can't get to doing my hair right away. I put this plastic cap on. I put the towel cap on top of my hair, especially in the winter or even in the summer, because baby, the AC be blowing in my house. I don't know about y'all, but the AC be blowing. So I take this off, and I always have my hair in sections. I wash my hair in sections. It makes it really easy for me to know that I'm getting to each part of my hair. And I also am able to see like some issues, if there are any, when it comes to my hair. So that's why I like to have everything done in sections. I didn't put my cap on right away. I went outside to walk the dog, and baby, the sun was already drying my hair out. Okay. So my hair is still a little bit damped. What we want to do is add some moisture to it. And we want to add some oils to these ends. Okay. I showed y'all, look at that. Told y'all my hair is growing back in the top. So it's doing real good. My baby need help opening up his freeze pop. Yeah.
Should have been for the freeze. It wouldn't have been for. It looks a little bit messed up, but that's okay.
That's great. Let me know how it tastes, okay? All right. All right, so back to business, y'all. And then he left me the paper. So my hair is a little bit damp because, like I said earlier, I was out walking my dog and it dried it out a little bit, but y'all see it's still water dripping from it. So the goal right now is to moisturize my hair. So I'm gonna tell y'all the purpose of the product, so y'all, when y'all buy something and use it, y'all know what you're using it for and why you buying it. Because ain't nothing worse than going to the store buying something you don't need, wasting your money. We want to save our money. It's hard times out here in these here streets. Okay, so curling cream. This curling cream is really great for moisturizing. So that's what this would be for. Definitely good for moisturizing. And like I said, putting your hair. Drop some. Breaking your hair down into sections is really good. Making sure that your hair is wet. But this time I'm not even doing my hair in any particular style. So I'm just strictly using the curling cream for moisture. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not doing it in any particular style. Any particular style where I'm using the curling cream to style. I'm just using it for moisture. So I'm going to French braid my hair to the back. I'm going to give myself like 5 braids and call it a day. I just took my hair out of twists. And baby, was it a job. First of all, it took a long time to do those twists. And second of all, it took me a long time to get them down. Or at least I felt like it. I braided it at the root and then twisted at the ends. Oh, baby. I felt like I was going to be defeated for a second. But then I said, you know what? I got water dripping everywhere. Let me split my hair in 2 sections so that I don't feel like I'm being defeated when taking these twists down. And it actually worked because I got them down in a much faster time because I was sure enough about to give up. I had my twist in for 2 weeks. I washed my hair during the time that I had them in. What I've realized about my particular hair type and texture, the density and everything, is that if I don't want my twist to turn into locks, baby, 2 weeks is all I can give them. Because any longer than that, my hair will start to want to mat up and lock. And I don't want it to do that. So we're using the curling cream strictly just to moisturize. Now, if you're using it to style, which I've showed y'all before, but I'm not doing the style today, okay? You want to make sure that you have enough water in your hair and you want to take your hair by smaller sections. So if I was going to style my hair, I would take it in smaller sections, clip it, okay? Have my handy dandy spray bottle. Somebody wanted me to come out with spray bottles. Baby, I feel like it's enough spray bottles out there in the world. So y'all can grab y'all one from wherever. Fill it with some water, spray that area, and then begin to style. Now, for me personally, I like the curling cream for twist. If I want to have a little bit longer of a drying time because it's a cream, okay, instead of a mousse, I also like the curling cream if I do finger coils. Oh, baby, my finger coils be juicy. Oh, they be juicy. And they look so pretty. But y'all got to go look at one of my videos because I got it on there. So that if I'm using it to style, I'm going to take it in smaller sections. That's not what I'm doing today. I'm strictly using the curling cream for moisture. So y'all better get our back to school sale. We have a back to school sale going on. Let me talk about that real quick because some people been a little bit confused. Okay, back to school. If you buy, where's the cap? The cap, the curling cream, and the mousse. You have to put this in your cart. All three of these items. These items right here. You can get this item for $6 off. You're saving $6 when you buy these other three items right here. Okay? So I know it was a little bit, some people, not everybody, but some people were confused, and I can understand it because I'm one of them people. I'd be like, what? How am I supposed to get the discount? That's me all day. So I should have been more clear on that. But if you buy the towel cap, the curling cream, and the mousse, you get the oil for $6 off. The oil is a regular $15.99. Okay. Hey girl, hey, walla ha ha la la walla. I told y'all I be loving y'all names. So this is strictly moisture. Now let me tell y'all my next tip I'm gonna do. I also use this to dry my hands while I'm styling my hair. I also like to put my oil in my hair as well. And I make sure I get my tips. I know a lot of our directions and other people's hair products that you use always tell you go root to tip because you want to go down the hair shaft. And that's really good. But make sure that you all are focusing on the ends or the tips of your hair. That is how you have your length retention. Focusing on those ends, making sure that your ends are trimmed properly, moisturized, and sealed in so that you can get that hair growth. For y'all watching, I don't know if y'all saw my video, but I showed y'all my hair was growing back. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, look at that. 1 month. I showed a month ago, literally. I'm putting it up here so that y'all won't be talking about, no, that's not real. It's fake. I do the video so that you can see it's real. This ain't nothing about no AI, baby. Not this one. My hair, I was trying to pull it. I was like, look, y'all, my hair growing 1 month ago. Now look at it. Now look at it. And before anybody asks, just in case you're new here, darling, just in case you're new here, my hair had a bald spot due to premenopause. Yes, I'm a girl of a particular age, okay? Okay? So, we just moisturizing. We're going to get the ends. And then, if you like, you can always section. This is a big section for me. So, sometimes I'll even split my sections up just to make sure that I get all of the moisture in. Again, applying water is our friend, okay? Water gives your hair all the hydration. I'm trying not to make a big mess while I'm on here because I ain't got no towel wrapped around me or nothing. I saw this cute little towel that they had for when you do your hair, but they wanted $30 for it. I had to sit and think about that. Do I want to pay $30 for a towel to wrap around me, or should I just use my own towel that I probably paid maybe $12.99, $15 for? Wrap it around me and then use a clip. I ain't shade nobody business. The price is the price. And I understand. But I didn't know if it was just going to be in my price point of what I wanted to spend my money on for a towel. That's all I'm saying. So I figured maybe this would do. Put a little clip on it like we used to do back in the day. We wrap these suckers around like a cape and clip. Okay, so let me do that. Let me do that. Because I need to show y'all the real deal. More what? Freeze pop? Right, not right now. I'll give it to you later.
I know I can get it by myself.
I know, but I'll give it to you later. I'll give you one later, not right now. I have a 6-year-old who's going to first grade. Okay, you want to say hi? Okay, so I'm going to wrap this around because I want to show y'all the real deal. So, watch out, baby. He has become a lover of YouTube because of his mommy.
Your products.
I did show him my products. You want to show them? All right. Somebody wants to show the products, y'all. Hold on.
Oh my God.
You got to turn it this way so they can see what you're showing. Tell them what that is. What kind of product is this that you're showing?
Do you know?
What is it? What are you showing them? He's showing y'all the curling cream.
Curling cream.
Okay, awesome. All right, they got it. All right, thank you. All right, show them this one. That one's open, so I don't want you to spill it.
Mousse.
Mousse. He knows the mousse, and this is the mousse. And then we're going to hold that one. Make sure you don't drop it because I got it opened.
Yeah, because it breaks.
And what's this one?
Do you know, Mom?
This is our hair strengthening hair oil.
Hair oil.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for. What else do you want, baby? I'm on live. I have to do my live.
We have Oreos.
You're not getting Oreos. I don't even know where your dad bought those. Okay. All right. So let me get back to y'all. I'm sorry. Let me see. What values do you believe a grown woman should have? This is about hair, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, so we're gonna use our spray. Make sure you wet your hair down. And this would go before all the other steps I just showed you, but I want to make sure that I give y'all the whole thing. When your hair is wet and you have it in sections, then you use your product. This is the product I'm using today. It's going to be the chocolate coconut curling cream. It looks like chocolate, smells like chocolate. It's not too much, so it's a really light faint of chocolate smell. And you want to make sure that even when you're moisturizing your hair, you're getting those ends. So when you go root to tip, you're going down the hair shaft, but please don't forget the ends. Just don't do this. You want to make sure that you're getting the ends of your hair. Sometimes what I will do is I will take the cream, rub it in my hands the second time, and I would only place it on the ends of my hair so that I know that I'm getting the ends of my hair. And that's how I would moisturize my hair. Now, for me, the way I plan on styling it, I said earlier, I'm doing French braids. I'm not going to blow dry my hair this time. I'm going to sit under the dryer. I think I am anyway. So I'm going to just do big twists. Not small like I just had, but just big twists so that my twists dry faster. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And my hair is stretched. So one of the ways that I like stretching my hair is just twisting it and then letting it dry. Now, cream can take a little bit longer to dry, which is why I'm going to sit under my hooded dryer because I don't want it to take all day. I plan on taking my little one to the museum today. So I don't want to walk around with a wet or damped head. So you see? And then what you can do once you twist, because your ends are already twisted together, you can then take your oil. I'll take a little bit of oil again. You can also put your oil in the palm of your hands, or sometimes I'll do it like this and put some oil drops on the ends of my hair. Which oil still gets in the palm of your hand. I can still feel that oil to make sure that I get them on the ends of my hair. So see how that's a fat, chunky twist? Doesn't have to be perfect. This is just for drying time and to make sure that my hair is moisturized. I do not know a hairstylist in Richmond, Virginia, Larnetta Maurice Shade. So I have a hair, that way it's called. It's a playlist called Find a Hairstylist in Your State. I think that's the title of it. I am dropping hairstylists in that playlist. I also have a disclaimer on that playlist. I have not been to these hairstylists. So please do your own research. I just happened to look at some of the work that they've done, not all of it. And I happen to like the work that they do. It looks like their clients have pretty healthy hair. So I want to make sure that my community knows about these hairstylists. Not to mention these particular hairstylists don't have a large following. And so I figured it also may be a little bit easier to get in their chair. So I am looking for hairstylists. I do have a few more that I have to do videos on it. So y'all please give me time to put those videos out there. I want to stick to my word. And I know that I told everybody I would get put up hairstylists. And so I want to make sure that I'm doing that. I also did it, but the issue that I ran into was I think it's easier for me to show the work and talk over the video. I feel like y'all watch those videos more than me just putting up a screenshot of the hairstylist. So I did a screenshot of a bunch of hairstylists that I found on Instagram, but that video didn't get a lot of views. So I'm like, okay, let me do it a different way so that everybody knows. But that video also is in the playlist. So go to that playlist and find, see if it's there. Because I might have put a Richmond, Virginia, but I don't think I have. And the other way I'm showing the hairstylist, I put the state or city that they're in across in a white big like border so that it's easy to find. And then you all can do your own research and see if you like their work and if you want to go to them. Because sometimes just because I like it doesn't mean somebody else is going to like it. So just want to put that out there. But I'm definitely looking. I see that we need more hairstylists. People, I didn't know it was such a demand. But it's definitely a high demand, and I understand. So I know that we need more hairstylists, so I'm looking for it. Let's see. Did I have, when do you use curling cream versus mousse? Okay, so this is Diana Williams. It depends on the style. So I talked about this before. So I could use mousse with twist, curling cream with twist, depending on how long I want to take to dry my hair. The mousse gives it a moisture, but it moisturizes, but not like the curling cream. Like the curling cream, because it's a cream, it just gives it a different moisture. I use the mousse when I do rod sets. And I'll use the mousse if I already have curling cream on my hair. I'll also use the mousse on top. I use the mousse on top of my braids. So, which most likely I already have curling cream in. I have a moisturizing product. So I'll also add the mousse as a as just an extra layer of moisture. Like during the week, my hair has to be moisturized at least twice a week. I wash my hair weekly, but I usually moisturize at least twice a week when I feel like my hair is getting dry. So normally I will wash my hair on a Sunday. Today I washed my hair because I was testing out something and I decided to go ahead and wash my hair. So that's really the only time. But I did this backwards. I was supposed to spray, but I'm going to spray now because I had already put the curling cream on. Yeah, so it just depends on how long you want your drying time to be and what style you're doing. So rod sets, mousse, twist, mousse, flat twist, mousse. French braids can be done with mousse. I can't do French braids with mousse, but I've seen it done. Yeah, curling cream, you can do twist with it. You can do your finger coils. You can, of course, do wash and goes with curling cream. So, yeah, those are a few. I can't think of any more right off the top of my head. You're welcome, Larnetta. I hope I pronounced your name right. Do you know any hairstylists in the Bay Area? I think I might have answered that. I don't know any hairstylists, so let me be clear. Again, when I'm looking for a hairstylist, I am strictly going off of what I see on Instagram. I don't know these hairstylists personally. I happen to, and because I'm in the beauty industry and have all things hair, I will come across more of this content than you guys will. You know, the algorithm feeds us content that we watch and stuff that we talk about. So I'm always talking about hair. I sell hair care products. I used to do hair. So that's what I see. And I have a hair care brand. So everything is hair, hair, hair. So when I come across a hairstylist page and I see something I like, I'll start going to their page and say, okay, well, let me see what else they can do. And that's how I wind up talking about hairstylists, which I think is awesome because I notice a lot of people are looking for hairstylists. Okay, so y'all see how I did 4 big chunks in this one section. Keep in mind, my hair is parted in 4 sections. This is one section of my hair. Everybody's hair grows differently, so my hair tends to grow thicker and fuller before it gets longer. So I do get length, but the thickness will come first. The length usually comes in the back first, and then the sides and everything else has to catch up. He wants to be in the video so bad. He all in the video. Let me know. Never mind that comment. Never mind that. So this is where I'm at with just one section. I have to do the back section and then these two sections. Okay, so that's just to give y'all an idea. I know I got to put oil on these ends. I have not forgot because I definitely will be doing that. And then I want to let my hair just dry. And then I'll take it out of the twist and I'm going to do French braids. French braids take me a little bit longer because I'm not a braider. Hey, Ty, I need you to move out of the way, please. I'm not a braider like that. So normally it takes me a little bit of time. But I just do them nice enough so that they, hey, Ty, cut it out. I do it nice enough at least so that I can wear them in public if I want to. And when I say in public, it might be to the neighborhood store. One time I did them really good though. I was able to wear my braids to church. I was like, come on, girl. And the church wound up putting me on their Instagram. I'm up here praising the Lord and all I see is forehead and braids. Forehead and braids, baby. But I was rocking them braids. I was proud. And I was testing out a product of ours that you could use for braids. And it's not a gel. So I thought I did really, really good. Okay, so here's another section. So since my hair is drying out, the thing to remember is to make sure that y'all moisturize your hair. You're going to get the best benefits out of your product when your hair is hydrated. So let me say hydrated. Let me use those words because I know sometimes that can get confusing. So make sure that you hydrate your hair. When you're doing your hair, know that it is drying out as you're doing it because it takes time when you're doing your hair in sections. So some people, they want to rush through the process and this part will be dried out. And that's why a lot of times you'll get really good results over here, but not so good results on the other parts of your hair because you didn't give it the hydration it needed. And so the product doesn't really work the way you want it to work. So I noticed that the curling cream works best when it's on hydrated hair. I've tried it on dry hair. I have used it on dry hair. It's nothing wrong with it being on dry hair, but for the ultimate juicy moisturized results, baby, you're going to need to put some water on that thing. Okay? You're going to need some water on that thing. All right, keep the questions coming in. So I did answer the questions about the mousse and I answered the questions about the curling cream. Which one do I use? I also like the way the mousse works on my son's hair. Nothing wrong with the foam, but his hair is extremely dry. So I noticed that when I use water on his hair and then the curling cream, the moisture lasts longer. I noticed that and he has 3-type hair. He's in the 3-type category. I'm in the 4-type category. I noticed that when I use the curling cream on his dry hair, it doesn't last as long. So his hair can be, it can look dry in the next couple of days. All right, so what else do we have? Do you know any hairs? Okay, I answered that question. My son scared you a little bit. So I've talked about this before. My son is on the spectrum. So sometimes he has his tantrums. But we good. And he's doing really good. And he's going into a general ed classroom. So he's on the spectrum. And I love when he's able to help me out because he likes to participate in what mommy's doing. So that makes me very happy. But he likes to participate in what mommy and daddy is doing. It just depends on what we're doing at the time. You can go get another one now. Go on. All right. So again, if you feel like your section is too big, split it up. Now you see how I don't even really need to use a comb. I've done so much detangling to my hair during the wash process that I barely need a comb. You don't even see a lot of shedding coming from my hair either. So I detangle when I have shampoo in, and I also detangle with the conditioner, which to me also helps my hair, emphasis on my hair, stretch the way I want it to. Stretching the hair makes it easier for you to do it. A lot of women and men have an issue with doing their hair because they don't stretch it. There's nothing wrong with having your hair stretched if that's going to make the process easier. I happen to like my hair stretched. I've had it where I did not stretch it and it takes more time to do. So with it stretched, I could easily do it. I have low porosity hair what product is good to use. So my products, of course. So let me just say what low porosity hair is, because feel like I have low porosity hair, but I kind of feel like I'm in the middle a little bit. So low porosity hair, for those who haven't probably seen my video, it's basically when your hair is hard to soak up moisture and retain moisture. So if you've ever got under the in the shower or wherever you wash your hair at, and you're like, man, my hair isn't wet yet, and you're there for a minute, and you're under that shower just waiting, it feels like the water is just dropping on your hair and just lying there, baby, ready to go to bed. It's ready to take a rest. It's gonna go to sleep. It's not going all the way through. And so that basically just tells you have low porosity hair. You got to sit under there for a minute. And then your hair dries really quickly too sometimes, because the water isn't really soaked in. Like I went outside to walk my dog, came back, and my hair was basically almost dry. If I'd have been out there a little longer, it would have been dry. Dry and ashy at that, because with no moisturizer in this hair. So when you have low porosity hair, the thing to do is to make sure that you wash your hair more often, because I feel like low porosity hair dries out a lot faster. You also moisturize your hair during the week, and because it's hard to retain moisture in low porosity hair. So you could have washed your hair on a Sunday, you might feel your hair getting dry by Tuesday. Wednesday, you need to add some more moisture to it. And that's basically what low porosity hair is. It's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's product. You don't want product that's drying to your hair. So all products are not necessarily the greatest, but I don't recommend products on my page because I already sell products. So yeah, moisture, and hydration. So you want to wash your hair frequently, at least once a week. That's what I would recommend, unless you have some type of scalp issue. And you want to moisturize your hair at least twice a week. So you could definitely go on our website, korzenhair.com, and grab you this curling cream. It will give you the moisture that you need. Just make sure that you use water to hydrate. So y'all see that? See those fat, juicy twists? So we're going to do 4 twists on this side too, because this section is thick and I want my twist to stay in. So we're going to break this section up in 2. What else we got? Any more questions? Is seeing a little pieces of hair when you're washing or yes, naturally hair sheds. It becomes a problem when you start seeing a lot of hair shed. And this is why I say get to know your hair. If you know your hair, you know how much of your hair sheds when you wash it. Child, why did I spray myself in the eye? When you get to know your hair, you know how much of your hair sheds when you wash it. So when you start seeing excessive shedding, that means, yeah, it could be an issue. And sometimes it could be your product. It could be what you're eating. It could be a lot of different things. It could be your hormones. If you're a woman, definitely hormones. I mean, so yeah, but a little bit of hair, no. The science says that you lose, 100 strands a day. We don't even notice it, but you lose a lot of hair per day. So I wouldn't get too excited about hair coming out when it's shedding. My hair shedded when I washed it too today. It's not shedding as much now because it's been washed. I've done everything I need to do, detangled. Yeah, but my hair sheds. Now I keep track of how much, because if it starts to become like extremely large balls, like when I went through postpartum shedding, I put up a post and I'll repost it and show you the difference of when my hair was shedding regularly versus going through postpartum shedding. It was, child, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. Okay, let me see. What is a good routine for high porosity hair? Mine is thinning a lot and shedding. Okay. So high porosity is, let me make sure I got this right, is you get moisture in easily, but it doesn't retain moisture. Okay? So the difference between low porosity, let me repeat that for those who are still on here. Low porosity, moisture doesn't come in easy and it doesn't retain. High porosity, you get moisture easy, but it doesn't retain. So when you put your hair under the shower, baby, all the water is just like Love, your hair is loving the water. The water is getting on all of the strands. It's getting all up in there, dancing with your strands and everything. But then your hair be dry and ashy. And so you kind of would want to do what the a little bit of what the low porosity girls do, or guys. You want to make sure that you moisturize your hair a couple of times throughout the week. You might not have to wash as much. It just depends on your hair. But you definitely need to moisturize. So I guess for me, I would still say do what the girls with low porosity hair do. I also have another method, which I wrote down. So let me give that to you for a high porosity. I did a video on this, but I want to tell y'all this one more time because it's important. So hold on one second. Let me get to it because I wrote some notes. Let me see, where is my notes at? I write notes so I don't forget stuff. Here goes. Okay, so with high porosity hair, you could try the LOC method. And that's simply a liquid, oil, then cream. So that's one of the things that you can try. Let me see who asked me that. Who asked me that question? Oh, too many comments that came through. Oh, Miss Jones. So liquid, wash your hair. Add oil first and then cream. I'm doing mine differently because my hair is low porosity. So I wash my hair and hydrate it. And then I add my cream and then I add my oil. So that's a recommendation. Let me know if it works for you. Everything doesn't work for everybody. I want to be clear on that. So don't go, I got high porosity, but that didn't work for me. Okay, I got you. Try it a different way. If liquid, oil, cream doesn't work, then then reverse it. Liquid, cream, oil. But for high porosity, it is recommended that you do liquid, oil, cream. It's called LOC. That's the easiest way to remember. As far as thinning, I have a hair strengthening oil that promotes hair growth. It strengthens the hair. I use it on my hair. Maybe you came in a little late. I'm going through premenopause. Perry is fighting with me, and I'm about to win because Perry ain't gonna take my body over, take over my body. This right here, bald. I have the video on my channel. My hair right now in that area. Look at that. A month ago, I couldn't even pull it. You wouldn't even been able to see it. So look how long it has grown now. I also use oil on that particular part of my hair. Hold on a second. How many did you have?
I don't know.
I also use oil in that part of my hair.
Yeah,
did scalp
oils.
massages. I'm talking. Can you wait, please?
Yeah, oils.
I'll get them in a second once I'm done.
I know how to get them.
No, I will get them.
I'll be careful this time, Mom. I
said I will get them. So I also, sorry y'all, that little boy, he gonna worry me. I can't wait till he go back to school. I did scalp massages and I keep tension off of the spots that's thinning. I also tell anybody, if you have thinning hair or scalp issues, go see a dermatologist because they have equipment where they can look at your scalp and they can see if it's a medical issue going on. Because I don't want anybody like, my stuff is still thinning and I listen to her and I'm still having issues. That's why I recommend you go see a dermatologist. If you can't do that right now, follow the directions I gave you. Try that first, but still get you an appointment with a dermatologist. Just so that we can cancel out if there's any other things going on with you and your body that's causing your hair to thin. Because sometimes it could be just hormones. Take vitamins. That's another thing I promote. I don't promote what kind, but I think that everybody needs to be taking vitamins. That goes for women and men. That also helps, especially with us women who are of a particular age. Okay? Hope I helped you to answer that question, Ms. Jones. Ms. Jones. Sell my products in South Africa. I hope I can get there real soon, girl. Or Vanessa, I'm pray your hands. What's the website? KorzenHair.com. I should have put it in here. It's KORZEN hair, HAIR.com. KorzenHair.com. Moisturizing.com. It's the same name as the channel that you're on. Nothing's changed. Same name. So I know I got to oil all of these tips. I have not forgotten. So now I'm on the back. The back probably is only going to take me about 3 twists. And the front, each side takes me about a good 4. How old of your hair? I don't know what that means. Are you asking my age? Because the only reason you need to know my age is if you plan on buying me a birthday gift. I'm just saying. Okay, next question. How do I stretch my hair? Okay, there are a couple of ways that you can actually stretch your hair. So one, when you stretch your hair, I basically train my hair to be stretched so it doesn't shrink up as tight. I still get shrinkage. I mean, that's going to happen. But I don't get it as tight as I normally would. So one of the things is you can use, hold on. You can twist it, which is what I'm doing now. So that's a method of stretching. Let me wipe my hands because I'm going to show y'all something else. I'm going to my closet. This. You can also use these things to stretch your hair. So what you do is you take your hair. Just show y'all. Hopefully y'all can see that. And you wrap this around starting at the root. Wrap it around. Go down. Go down. 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 Down, down, there. See how this also stretches your hair. See, the ends are out. And then even when you do that, you can also make sure that you pay attention to the ends of your hair. And make sure you add moisture, put some oil on there. And usually what I do is even when I use this method and I moisturize my ends and put oil on it, I like to tuck those ends with the little elastic band. I don't leave them exposed. I like to hide them and tuck them. And that's another way you can stretch your hair. So, and then you can also blow dry your hair. I blow dry my hair on cool or hot. Cooler takes a longer time, of course, because your hair is wet and you don't have that heat. But you can blow dry your hair on low heat to stretch it too. So that's 3 ways you can stretch your hair while it's wet. And I mean, you can French braid or twist, okay? So you can French braid your hair. I feel like twisting is a little bit easier because the hair is wet. And your hair is really fragile when it's wet too. So I feel like the twisting is a little bit easier. I don't have to do as much pulling. The rubber band, that band method, not necessarily a rubber band, but something with elastic around it. Something that's elastic but with a fabric around it. You can use that to twist, the scrunchie, whatever. Or you can blow dry. Ah, Miss Jones, girl, I try to tell you that Perry be trying to get us. And genetics. Genetics is a big thing. I talk about that a lot because I don't want people to be misinformed on when it comes to hair care and looking at other people's hair, wishing that I know we still wish, but being realistic about your hair and what it can do and what it won't do and will do. And the truth hurts sometimes. People don't like that truth, so they be ready to fight. I be like, baby, you might be one of the lucky ones. You know, it's like people who win the lottery. People win, but a lot of times it's going to be genetics. I'm willing to bet 99% of the time your hair and everything about you is genetics. So, yeah, trying to fight against your hair shedding or thinning due to women in your family losing hair. And even with the men, like men losing their hair because their fathers went bald. So then they wind up going bald, you know. Men just not losing their hair because they don't take care of it. It's genetics. So why y'all think genetics would skip over women? Not you, Miss Jones. I'm just saying in general. I don't know why people be trying to act like genetics would skip over women. Baby, that's why the men's is bald. My husband bald. So is my father-in-law and so is his brother. They didn't have a chance. My husband didn't have a chance. His uncle bald. But guess what? His cousins didn't go bald. They took their mother's side of the family genetics when it comes to hair. So their hair didn't fall out. That's just the way it works.
Mom.
Yes, honey.
You're taking too long.
Okay, I'm almost done. All right. So I am I think I addressed everything I wanted to address. I just wanted to get on here to tell y'all what the products do, what's good for your hair, how to kind of maintain your hair. And even though you have hair that's, if you have hair that's thinning, I always tell anybody, don't add any more tension to that area because it could make it worse. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we're paying close attention to those areas, giving it all the moisture it needs and the attention, but not adding tension with braids and tight ponytails and stuff like that. So for me, when I was losing my hair, and this, when I lost my hair, because I didn't even know I was losing it, I just happened to look up one day and I was like, where'd my hair go to? But I made sure that no tight braids were in my hair, no tension. I would French braid and make sure that this particular area was not exposed. And I love a good bust down part in the middle because it's easier for me to French braid. But I was just trying to make sure that this part didn't have tension on it. That space that fell out. So I want y'all to know that, because I know the first thing we want to do is hide the bald spots, but we also need to be aware of how we hide those areas that we're losing hair in. So, all right, y'all, I've been on here for about a good 40 minutes. I know my child gonna come back up here. I know he gonna come back up here and bug me. I just know it. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna finish the rest of my hair. I'll come back on here on Sunday. Sunday, I'll be back on here to talk about a different subject. But I think I got everything addressed today. I just wanted to talk about how to use the products, what way to use them. And even with the mousse, you can use the mousse on dry hair or wet hair too. I like using the mousse either way. It just depends on the drying time because my hair is so thick. So I did a rod set, y'all. There's a video up, and I did my hair. I did the rod set when my hair was dry. So I just added the mousse to my dry hair, rodded my hair, and went on by my little business. But I will always stand on adding water to your product. I feel like gives you the best results. Gives you the best results. Don't mean that you're still not going to have good results if you do it on dry. If you use the products on dry hair, it just simply means that you're going to get the best results when you add water. Okay, when you spray your hair with water and it's soaking wet. All right, so I hope I answered everybody's questions. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Now, y'all, I'll be serious when I do my lives. I try to be a little funny, but because my lives can be a little longer, I'm able to go into more detail. So my videos are meant to educate but also be funny, because I like that. And so I want y'all to make sure you subscribe to the channel, you like, you share, you comment. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's what I want to make sure that y'all do. Before I go, let me answer a quick question. I put up a video about a girl who hair was thin on the ends. When she did her twist, her ends were thinning. And so I want to make sure I address that in my video just in case people missed my last live. Thinning can happen on your ends when you don't get trims. And some people don't like trims, and that's okay. I always say you can do, if you feel like it's working for your hair, and that's the way you like to wear your hair, do that. And so it can be due to trimming. It could be due to your hair rubbing. Remember, I just said I tuck my ends if I'm going to do the rubber band method. Your hair rubbing and the friction on from your hair being long, your hair rubbing against your clothes or whatever, that friction can also cause the ends of your hair to thin. Over manipulating your hair, somebody who does their hair all the time. I know people want me to get in this camera and do my hair all the time. Baby, I would just be coming out of out the shower from washing my hair. Y'all ain't gonna see nothing too fancy. One of the things that I know is that over manipulating your hair all the time does not help it to grow. Like, some people genetically can just grow their hair and do whatever they want, but a lot of us don't have that luxury. So I don't over manipulate my hair. The other thing is I test products on my hair a lot. So my hair already goes through enough. So when I don't have to test products, I don't want to create videos every single week just to show y'all that I can do my hair in a cute style. That's why I look for influencers to do that. So just so y'all know, I like to be transparent so people won't feel like she never does her own hair. Baby, my hair go through enough when I'm testing. It goes through enough so that I can make sure that the products that I'm putting out there are good products. Matter of fact, great products. And so I don't want to then take my hair through more stuff when it comes to testing. And I haven't been in the testing phase in a minute. So I know when something's going on with my hair, I know where it comes from. But I just wanted to throw that out there to why your hair, your ends of your hair could be thinner than the roots of your hair. Some people feel like it's just a genetic thing. My hair did grow out and it would thin at the ends, but that was because I wasn't getting my trims the way I needed to. It was long. I didn't care about getting my trims. That's just the way I felt like wearing it at that particular time. So as it grew, the ends got thinner. Then that's pretty much it. But that's all I have for y'all today. So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You like, you comment, you share. We have a GoFundMe up to help us to build this small business, to get more products out to you guys faster, because so many people are requesting more. And our GoFundMe is gofundme.com Korzen Hair growth. So all you gotta do is look up our business name. You'll find our GoFundMe. If you want to and you feel like it and you want to support a small Black-owned business, or you want to support a woman-owned business, or you just want to support a small Black business or a small business, or you want to just support somebody, we are here and we accept the support. Ladies and gents, I'm out. Remember that when you're doing your hair, always have a cup of water because you're going to get dehydrated in the process. And I don't want nobody falling out in the bathroom. See y'all later. Have a good rest of the week. Wait a minute. It's Friday. Enjoy y'all weekend. Have some fun. Summer is almost over.